good day. Everybody out there is having a good one. So, one of the bands that I've been diving into is The Warning. Now, they've been supporting a lot of awesome acts. They just got done supporting Muse. I believe that they're done. And they're getting ready, if not already, supporting Guns N' Roses on their North American tour, and I'm sure they'll be hitting some other dates. I'm hoping I'll get a chance to see them here at some point. But one of the coolest things they've been doing is these video diary things of their journey and everything. And I think more bands should be doing stuff like that. I think it's a cool way to connect with your fan base, your community, show them what your day to day is like. I guess there might be some that stray away from it because they might not want you to see how maybe pampered or, how luxurious they're living, or, there might be something they just don't want to have to deal with that kind of thing. But at any rate, I'm glad that this band's doing it, and I hope to see more bands doing things like this, or at least put out a behind the scenes every once in a while for us to chew on. But one song that's been suggested quite a lot, and we're going to check out from the same show we've been checking a lot of out is the Teatro Metropolitan. This is The Warning with Evolve. Let's check it out.
You don't know how bad it gets. A simple moment to forget. I'm not in danger, I'm not danger. Go tonight to find your way. It's not destruction, it's rebirth. I'm not in danger, I'm not danger now. Show me what it means to change.
Such anthem songs.
I'm not in danger, I'm not danger. Start the clock and keep it running, it's the one to be. I'm not in danger, I'm not danger now. I'll show you what it means to change. Help me become something more than just a vessel in this game. Life is so hard to survive, to evolve. Okay, Jimmy, quiero ver a todos con sus manos arriba. Hasta allá arriba, también los quiero ver.
She's such a ball of energy, man.
¡Vamos!
Sticks just magic to it. Awesome. That's awesome. Nice. You can tell she loves playing this song. Yeah. Yeah, horns is right. Okay. Wow. I got a lot to unpack on that one. First of all, one of the things that I think is so great about the warning, and I think that is gonna propel them more, is how approachable they are for everybody. You know, there's a lot of bands that are out there that are doing good or that are big, but they're like resigned to their, you know, their genre or their fan base. Where I think this band is going to relate with a much broader fan base. You know, there will be people that are fans of Tool or fans of, you know, Dream Theater or whatever, and that at the same time, you know, be fans of, you know, the Warning and all that. You know, I mean, obviously there's people out there with a, you know, they're not just, you know, resigned to one genre, although there's a lot of people that are. Yeah, one of the I think that's, personally, I think that is one of the biggest things that um, you know, will attract more people for them, is, you know, all their songs, they're approachable. You know, you don't have to, you know, really unpack a whole bunch to get into the song, or, you know, listen to it a couple times to appreciate it, and all that, and all that. It's great. You know, that's perfectly fine. I love music like that myself, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you just want to, you know, listen to bands that are like in the vein of like ACDC, or, you know, that just rock out, you know, that just, you know, not saying they sound anything like ACDC, but, you know, they're, you know, they got these hooks that she is a little firecracker. Whoa. She really belts it out. And you know, there's not a whole lot of drummers that really, you know, participate as much as she does, and commands the crowd and does things as much as she does, and I think that's great. They're every one of them is such a, you know, it's even, you know, hard to say who's fronting the band at times, and that's great. You know, uh, I, as far as the song goes, I love the riff, the hook, everything that comes down about it, the breakdown, the build up. It just it all, you get into it really quick, and you know that this is a good representation of their music, kind of overall. Really is, you know, and not only a good representation of how much of a in the front drummer she is. Um, it's yeah, I think this is a perfect example to show someone, you know, how catchy and how hooky, and just hooky. Yeah, use that the wrong way. Just they and then they're definitely one of them bands that I think even the older generation, newer generation, everybody in between, and people of all, different genre types are really going to appreciate, and definitely the energy that they bring. It's like all of their songs, it's like they could turn a three chord progression into this big ball of energy, and without it having to be metal or it really their songwriting capabilities and stuff really show through in a song like this, because if it sounds simple, then it's doing its job right. If you're already hooked right in, then that's the example of an awesome song, a song that is written great. You don't even need to know the words. It's like if it's already got you bobbing your head, um, a quarter of the way in, then it's got you great music. And also, I love their bilingualness. I think that's something that you don't see a whole lot of bands do. They'll switch it up. Opeth will record a whole album in their native tongue and then record it in English. I do not know if the Warning does such a thing or has thought about doing such a thing, or how that, because Spanish is, I don't know, for all of their songs, if that would work. I don't know. I'm not I know my amount of Spanish is probably more than the average, but I wouldn't know how that would be to translate, because you got to make these words fit the same, and or you got to you can't change the song or add bars because you're changing, it makes it a different song, you know. And one thing that I'm learning about another rabbit hole that I've recently been in, I've been in this Aussie rabbit hole, is they have their version of songs and then songs that we heard in the States one way. I didn't even know that they had an Australian version of some. So I've been checking out songs that I've known for years, but didn't know there was an Australian version to be heard. Yeah, if you're into finding newer music and that's like your thing, yeah, definitely subscribe, and if anything, drop a comment, let us know some different bands we should be checking out here. And definitely, I've been loving all. I would not have found. This is another band that I did find these guys because I saw them on the ticket with Guns N' Roses and was like, who's the Warning? And I know that I've heard or seen stuff about them, and it made me but still, um, I have found so many bands and gone to so many regions. I have playlists just that are kind of like region based, or you know um, um, or artists. Whole playlists of just specific artists that I would have never known hadn't I started doing this. So I really appreciate all of the suggestions, all the comments. It's awesome. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. I try to get to as much as I can and check out as much as I can. If you haven't already, I'll have a bunch of links and everything in the description to get hooked up with this band in any way, shape, or form. Definitely, if you haven't already, go check out The Warning. I think you'll really be impressed with their catalog. They got some awesome music. Everything that I've heard so far of this, yeah. And actually, I heard the tail end. It was the first time I had to share that. It was the first time. I don't do much radio listening riding around in the car, but we have XM, and it was the first time that I'd heard the warning on the radio, and I was catching the tail end of one of the songs that we've done right here. I was like, whoa! I was all excited, turned it. Yeah, it was a thing. I acted like a little kid and whatever. You would have too, or you should have. All right, if you haven't already, go check this band out. I hope everybody out there is having a great day. I hope it's going as good as it possibly can be. We got tons more reacts, reviews, news, all sorts of stuff. Just peruse around, take a look, and let me know what you think. Drop in a comment, and have a great day. We will see you in the next one.